This is how to make Facebook Reels with all the new features in the Facebook app in 2025. We're going to share everything you need to know to easily create Facebook Reel videos right through to uploading and posting, and the key Facebook Reel settings that you need to know. Now I'm going to take you through on an iPhone, but the process is exactly the same on Android. So the first thing you want to do is open up the Facebook app, and then whether you're trying to post a reel to your page or profile, you just want to hit the plus up the top and then choose Reel. Now, there's a few different ways that we can create reels in here. There's lots of presets and templates and things that you can use, or you can create something totally yours, totally from scratch, using the camera and recording directly into the app, which is now pretty powerful. But in terms of the templates or the presets, we can either scroll across to the top here until we get to templates, and you can see that there's a lot of different templates in here. We can pick the one that we like. So maybe I'll pick this one here. And then for us to use this template and to match the music, whatever with it, you can see we've got these three placeholders down the bottom here with the plus button. So we then just select a clip to go into each of those placeholders to use this template. So we can pick 3 clips now. Hit next again, and it's automatically created that for us with music and everything all included. So that's one way we can use the templates. I'm gonna back out of this now. We also can do a template-based edit starting with music first. So we can hit music, we can pick our music track here. Lots to choose from. I'm not gonna play them for copyright purposes. But once we pick our music track, then it's gonna prompt us to pick our clips, and it's gonna allow us to create our reel that way. If we back out of this again, we could also go through and select our clips first. So we can either select an individual clip just from our gallery here or our camera roll, or we can choose to select multiple clips, pick our clips from here, hit next, then go and find our music track if we want any. We could also skip music if we don't want it, and it's automatically pieced those clips together for us. So you can see we've got quite a few different options in here. But if we go back to create a reel again, instead of picking our stuff up front, if we want to record directly into here, then we pick the camera option. We can see, hey, I'm on camera. So from here, this is where we can record directly into the app using the record button here. But before I do that, we've also got the option to add our audio here as well. So when we're recording, we're gonna have that music in the background. And again, if I press on that, we're gonna see the same options. Let's swipe that down. We can also, when we're recording, record either slow motion or even high speed, fast motion as well, under this speed option. So if I press on this, we can go as slow as 0.3 speed, as fast as 3 speed. We can also record with different effects on. Think of these like Instagram filters. A lot of them are the same Instagram filters, where we can tap through the bottom here and we can apply that. So if this is something you're into, maybe some creative looks and things, we can apply those from here. You can also select more effects, and you can scroll through them, search for them, save favorites, all of that stuff in here too. I'm gonna come back and select no effects. Now, if we are shooting our videos by ourselves, we want to maybe put it up on a tripod somewhere and then come and stand or present in front of it, then we do have the option to do a timer recording here as well, where we can choose 3 seconds or 10 seconds. And we can also specify how long we want this to actually record for. So a short period of time, right up to the maximum of 180 seconds. I'm going to cancel out of that one because the last effect that we can add on here is green screen. So if I press on that one now, it's then going to prompt us to pick a background. So there are some presets in here for us to use. I mean, here's my private jet, of course. We can pinch to zoom, position ourselves wherever we would like. It's not going to fit properly, but we can customize this up if we want to use this green screen effect. I'm going to disable this. Now, before we hit record, you can also choose your camera. So right now I'm on the front camera. If we wanted to spin it around, we can press this button here. And then when it's time to record, we press and hold on this button here. If we press and hold, it's going to record until we let go, until we take our hand off. But there is a pro tip, which I'll show you. I'm going to press record now. Okay, so now I am recording. And if I keep my finger on the screen, it's going to keep recording. But if I swipe it up, then I can actually zoom in. And if I pull it back down, I can zoom out. So we have the ability to either create something more dramatic, or if we were using the back camera and want to zoom in on some action, we can definitely do that in here too. So I'm going to let go now, and the recording has stopped. So there's a couple of extra options we've got in here now. There's noise reducer. So if we turn that on, it's going to remove background noise, make us sound a little bit better. We can add text in here, just the same as you would on places like Instagram. We've got all of our different presets and looks and things that we can apply to this. We can pick it up, we can move it around, scale it, whatever we'd like to do. We've also got captions here. So if we want to add text onto the screen where it's going to type out everything that I've said, then we can do that here too. There it is. We can choose what that looks like, different effects and everything using the settings down the bottom here. We can adjust colors and everything with the settings at the top. Maybe we'll make it blue, and we can also pick that up and move it around, scale it, pinch to zoom, whatever we'd like to do on there. We can also add stickers in at this point too. Again, lots that you see from Instagram. So we've got stickers and emojis. If we go across, we've got GIFs in here, and there's also a dedicated page for emojis as well. But where I think the power comes into this app with all of these new updates isn't just adding stuff at this level, it's when we hit the edit button down the bottom left-hand corner. So this opens up almost like a cut down version of CapCut, a very basic video editing app in here, allowing us to get much greater control over our video. So I can pinch to zoom on the timeline here to scale it in or out. We can edit our clips down here. You can see with that top video clip selected, I've got these yellow handles on either side. So I can adjust the start or the end of that. If I want to record another clip to add in here, then I can hit the add button down the bottom and I can add a clip from our camera. Hey, back on camera again. So I could record a second clip, which I'm recording now. We can see that red bar filling out at the top. There's also the countdown timer, so we know how long we have left. I'll stop recording now. So now we have 2 clips here in our timeline. We have the ability to reorder them with the option down the bottom here where we can pick them up and we can swap them around or move them around. We could reshoot a section. Maybe something didn't work out with this one and we didn't want to delete it and create a new one. We could just hit reshoot and it's going to allow us to re-record that piece. We can adjust the speed in here as well after the fact. So now that we've shot this, we can adjust the speed. We can also crop or zoom in on our clips in here too. So I've got this second clip here selected. I'm gonna press crop and now we just pinch to zoom. I mean, no one should ever be that close. But I like that we can customize this up. We could even rotate it a little bit, depending on what it is you're looking to do. Let's hit done. And if you've ever shot a video with the front-facing camera that was mirrored or the text was backwards, we can mirror that with this function here down the bottom right to flip it so that the text will match. Now there's a few extra little hidden settings here. If we swipe across, we can reverse the clip if we want to play something backwards, and we can also split a clip. So let's just say that we wanted to add a cut in our clip at this point. We could hit split and it has now cut our clip in 2 there. Let's say we wanted another cut about here. We can split that one as well. And let's just say that we wanted to delete this clip now. We can press the discard button here, the trash can, and that little section was just removed. So pretty cool that we're able to do all of this directly inside the Facebook app. Now we also have the ability here to add audio. So if we tap add audio in that middle layer there, we can again go and find our music clip and add it in. So I'm gonna select Walking on a Dream. That's going to bring that track in here for us. And you can see that we have a few different options down the bottom for this. We could replace that music track. So if we want to pick another one, we've got a pair of scissors there to adjust the clip. So if I press on that, then we can choose which section of this track we actually want to have. We can adjust the volume in here as well. Maybe we'll dial it down a bit. So it's great now that we've got a decent amount of settings in here. And we can also customize up our text. I know that we added our text on the previous screen. We can actually do it in here too. So I could pick that text up, I could move it around. I could also edit that text from here as well if we wanted to add more text. Now, if we come down the bottom left where it says add, we can either add in a clip from the camera as I showed you, we can add in a clip from our gallery, so anything that's already stored on the phone, or there's also the clip hub. And in here, there's a bunch of little video clips, almost like GIFs, but a lot of them have sounds included. We can add those into our videos too. So maybe we'll add this one here in. It's gonna download that clip to our device, and we can see it's now been added at the end. But just like any of the clips, we can hit reorder and we can move everything to where we want it. Once we're done editing everything down, we want to hit done, come back to this main screen here and hit next. And this is where we're now setting this up to post on Facebook. So the first thing we want to do here is give our post a description. We can also then pick a thumbnail image for this. So if we press up the top left-hand corner, we can either pick a frame from the video itself, which for some reason mine's not loading right now, might be the screen recording, but I can also select an image from the gallery here as well if we've already got one saved on our device. Then the rest of the stuff here is pretty normal when it comes to posting on Facebook. We can specify who can see this reel. The default is public, but we could just post this to certain people or to a friend group, or even exclude certain people if we'd like to. We can tag people in this, we can add a location. If we are using AI in our video, then we are supposed to specify this. It says we require you to label certain realistic content that's made with AI. You can set this also to share on Instagram if you've got that link set up. And if you're trying to get some organic reach on this, then I'd suggest that you're adding some topics in here, and it says you can pick 3 topics for your reel. And I would suggest you're picking ones that are related. So if people are browsing these topics or these categories, that your reel can be included in those. Now down here under more settings, then the only one in here right now is stars. So if you have that fan funding ability on here, then you can turn that on or off for this reel. Down the bottom left-hand corner, there is the option to download your finished reel, save it to your device. And then you've got the share button, which is obviously going to publish this and share it out for you. So that's how easy it is to create a reel in the Facebook app. But you're also not limited to using other video editing software and tools on your device and just uploading it through the Facebook app too. So if you want to find out more about other video editing tools, we've got a bunch of other resources linked in the description box below to help you even further. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers.